Welcome to our short demo of Workdesk Contract Management. Workdesk Contract Management helps you to create contracts, approve contracts and monitor contracts in a very efficient yet compliant manner. As in the real world, in Workdesk Contract Management, a contract does not only consist of a single document but has a more elaborate structure. Workdesk Contract Management comes with some predefined contract templates that by a business administrator can be adjusted to the requirements of the customer using the Workdesk user interface. For example, let's take this purchasing contract. I have here, for example, already in a request for proposal document, and now I want to add our terms and conditions. So again here I can select from different templates which have been approved from my legal department, and so I'm selecting our terms and conditions and adding these terms and conditions to the purchasing contract template. And since I want to make them effective from now on, I'm setting them to effective. And we see here that now these terms and conditions are part of the template, and every purchasing agent who is using this template automatically includes those T&Cs into the purchasing contract, making sure that all contracts are based on these terms and conditions. Since most of our suppliers are sitting in the US, I want to set the standard currency to US dollars, so that every new contract will have this currency automatically. I'm now in the purchasing department of Green Energy and I want to buy a new windmill. In order to do so, I have to create a new purchasing contract. So I'm selecting the purchasing contract template, and based on this template the new contract will be created. So I'm giving the project a name, and what we also see here is that the contract ID has been created automatically by the system, and also the default currency which my contract administrator has selected has been taken over. So I'm adding an amount here, and I want to buy a Hurricane 5000 with a power of 5000 kilowatts. So we see that the contract has been created, and what we also see here, that since it was based on the template, we have the complete structure already here, that we have the current version of our T's and C's here, and that we also have the request for proposal documenting here. Now I, in addition, can add a contract partner. So I want to buy this windmill from Hurricane Windmills. So I'm selecting this contract partner here, and now I can go to Hurricane Windmills and can see what other contracts I already have with them. So I see that I already bought 4 other windmills from them, and this gives me a very good position in order to negotiate the conditions for my new windmill. So let's go to the request for proposal now. I'm opening it in Word in order to see whether everything is alright or whether I have to do some manual changes here. So the system has automatically included the contract ID here, has included the data from the system. I had a typo here, Hurricane 500, 5000, and the status is new. So I'm checking whether everything else is okay, and now I want to send out my document to my supplier. So I'm changing the status here to send, I'm closing the document, and it's been saved back to Alfresco. We do a refresh and we see that since we have changed the status to send, we have created a PDF version of the document so that we have documented in hard copy, so to say, what we have sent out to our supplier. In the meantime, I opened my email client and found out that my supplier has sent me a contract for the windmill I requested. I want to add this contract now to my contract in Alfresco Contract Management. So I'm searching this purchasing contract directly from Microsoft Outlook, and I see that here is the folder, and I'm saving this contract document to this folder. So I have saved and indexed this document directly from Outlook. I'm going back to my contract management and see now that the contract is here. I can look at it, and I found out that they have changed one paragraph. They don't agree to paragraph 7 of our T&Cs. So I have to send this contract to our legal department for legal inspection and approval. So they do not accept paragraph 7 of our T&Cs. Is this okay? And now this contract is sent to the legal department for inspection. Now I'm logged in to the system as Stephen Legal in the legal department, and since Workdesk is smart, it provides me a simple user interface based on what I have to do. So here I see what all I have to approve. So I'm picking this task Carla has sent to me, and I have to look at this document. So paragraph 7 of the T&C they don't want to accept. So of course I can first look at the purchasing contract, but there the T&Cs are not included. So I can directly jump into the contract, can look at the T&Cs which have been sent out together with this contract. And I have found out that paragraph 7 is not so important, so that I can go back to my task and say, okay, that's fine, and I'm approving this contract. And you see it's gone from my inbox here. After lunch, Carla is back and she looks in her inbox and finds that Stephen has approved her contract. So she's opening the task and she adds a final comment. So the contract is printed, signed and sent via snail mail, and completes the task, which of course then is gone from the inbox. Workdesk Contract Management also comes with some basic reporting functionalities. I'm a manager now and I want to know which of my contract workers' contracts are going to expire within the next time. So I'm creating this report here, which shows me that, for example, the contract of Harry Human is expiring in the next month, and that we have 2 other contracts which are about to expire within the next 3 months. And of course I can directly jump into the contract here and see what the conditions of this worker is and what I can do in order to prolong the contract. Another report which is more interesting for the purchasing department itself is the status report. So here I can see, for example, how my purchasing department is doing, how many pending contracts we have, how many which are effective, how many are completed or no longer effective at all and archived.